Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a really exciting one and a kind of different video at that. I actually put a question out on my Instagram the other day asking you guys if you had any specific video requests that you wanted me to film. So someone actually suggested that I do kind of like a throwback makeup tutorial. So kind of digging deep into my makeup collection and finding like the old eyeshadow palettes that used to be loved but I haven't used for such a long time. And when I was actually thinking of this idea, I thought, wouldn't it be good if I can kind of set myself a challenge while doing it and kind of select maybe 5 different eyeshadow palettes and then pick one out at random and then use that eyeshadow palette to create something different, something that's a little bit more outside of my comfort zone and like to really push the boundaries with my makeup application. I'm not going to tell you guys the palette that I use because you'll have to find out later on in this tutorial, but I did pick one out at random and it was a challenge to say the least. Okay, so before we jump into this video and I'll show you guys how to get this look, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get on into this video. I'm going to be taking a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is an oldie but a goodie. I'm going to add a little bit around the centre of my face. I feel like this is really good at like minimising pores as well. Smashbox have just got some amazing primers. So now to cover up this mess, I'm going to use, what foundation should I use? So I'm going to take the Too Faced Born This Way foundation and with my beauty blender, just going to be blending this out. So this foundation is like a medium to full coverage. I can't actually remember the last time I used this, but it has been a while. So I'm going to see how I go with like one layer. And then I might go in and just touch it up on the areas where I need a little bit more coverage. I always try not to get foundation over my neck, but I always fail. I feel like my ears are looking really red today. I'm just gonna go over the top with some foundation just to calm them down. God, they actually look really red. Okay, so now moving on to concealer. I'm gonna be mixing the Fenty Beauty with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I have been loving this combination recently, so I'm going to go in with a Fenty first and then just go over the top with a little bit of the Camo one. Now taking a little bit of the Fenty Beauty powder, just going to set my face. And now I'm just going to be adding a little bit of contour to my nose. This is the Kevyn Aucoin contour powder. I feel like I should just skip this out of tutorials now because this never ever changes for me because I always use the same contour powder and it's the same with my eyebrows as well. Like I feel like I always use the same products and if I was to do that in every single tutorial, no, it will become a little bit boring, you know. So now taking the HULA bronzer by Benefit, just going to be adding some more definition to the face and also warming this up a lot. If you guys haven't already noticed, I do this like weird bronzer technique. I feel like I'm going to do like a video on this soon because it is a bit crazy at first. Like, I mean, it looks terrible, but once it's blended out, it looks amazing. I'm going to be taking this Becca Jaclyn Hill palette. I haven't used this in ages. I'm going to take a little bit of this blush here called Rose Spritz. This is a luminous blush, so it's going to give a really nice kind of glow to the cheek. So I'm just going to pat this on. And then taking a little bit of Champagne Pop to highlight. Okay, so before we jump into the eyeshadows, I'm just going to finish off the eyebrows and I'll be right back. Okay, so now moving on to the fun part, and that is finding out which eyeshadow palette I can actually use. So the choices that I've dug out today, now I have actually rummaged through all of my makeup collection to find these, and these are like some of the oldest palettes that I own pretty much and kind of like the most popular in their day. The first palette that I found is the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. I believe I must have done a tutorial on this back in the day. I actually can't remember now, but I used this a hell of a lot when it first was launched. So I'm going to put that in the mix today. I also have the Tartelette in Bloom palette by Tarte, one of my all-time favourite palettes. I love this. This is amazing. And then I have the Balm Nude Dude Volume 2 palette, which was quite popular back in the day, and I really like all the colours in there as well. An oldie but a goodie, the Urban Decay Naked palette. And then one of my favourites as well, and this is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. So the worst one for me would probably be the Urban Decay Naked palette. I don't really like all the colours in there anymore, so that would probably be the worst one. But the best one would probably be either the Too Faced Semi-Sweet or the Tartelette. So one of them two I'll be quite happy with. So anyway, I put all of the names in a bowl right here, and I'm just going to give them a little stir around, and I'm going to pick one out. Okay, so it is the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. Now, the difficult part that I actually have is that I need to try and do something different with it, because I have, well, I suppose we all have our own makeup techniques when it comes to applying eyeshadows and things like that, but I really want to go outside my comfort zone today. And with this palette, I think I could probably achieve that, because I've got a good black in there, I've got some really nice sort of smoky colours and some shimmers as well that I can play around with and create a little bit more kind of fun with it. So I'm kind of toying with the idea of maybe using these tones today, but doing something a little bit more different on the eye. As always, I'm going to start off this by adding a transitional colour. I'm going to take this one right here, which is almost like a kind of peachy pink shade. So again, going to work really well as a transitional shade. I actually forgotten how nice these eyeshadows actually are. They're really, really nice and smooth and like easy to work with. So far, I'm actually really liking how they're applying. So I'm thinking all the time about what I can do with these colours and with this palette, and I think I'm going to go for like quite a crazy kind of cut crease look today, but I'm going to kind of wing it out, I think, and maybe put some of these glittery shadows kind of like at the top maybe to sort of outline it and do some sort of like a graphic liner with it. So I'm going to be taking this shade right here. I'm just going to be using a more kind of tapered brush, and I'm just going to be applying this into the crease as well. So what I am going to do is when I get to the outer corner of my eye, I'm going to extend it slightly outwards, because I kind of want that elongated look, because we are going to go for something kind of a little bit more. So now taking an even smaller kind of blending brush, I'm going to be dipping it into this dark brown shade right here, and I'm also going to be adding this to the crease, but again, not going as far up as the shade that we just placed there. And as before, I'm just going to be winging this colour out slightly as well. So I want to deepen up that crease even more. So to do that, I'm just going to be taking this black eyeshadow right here, and again with a more sort of tapered blending brush, just going to be blending this through the crease as well. So at this point, I'm not really worried too much about the mess kind of on the lid, because I'm going to go in and clean that up anyway. But I just want to kind of get the initial colour down and the shape of it. Now I want to do the cut crease. I haven't completely blended this out and finished with it yet, but I'm going to put this on first and then I can go and perfect it later. So this is the Makeup Revolution cut crease canvas that I'm going to be using today. I've actually done a whole video on this, so if you guys want to check that out, then I'll leave it linked above. Okay, and now doing the other eye. So I'm just going to be taking a little bit of this kind of creamy shade right here. I'm just going to be patting that on over the top to kind of set it a little bit. I don't want to put any kind of shimmer on this bit yet. So I really hope this part is going to work, but I'm going to take some MAC Fix Plus and I'm just going to spray a liner brush with this. And then I really want to use this kind of like dark browny glittery shade. It's absolutely stunning. If I remember rightly, I think this palette you can use wet as well. So I'm hoping that this is going to work. So I'm just going to go over the top of this kind of cut crease and kind of put a glitter liner here. Nah, not going to work, is it? Okay, so this is definitely not how I envisaged this look to be, but I'm just going to go with it for now, and I think I might have to go in with something else to kind of help. Okay, I'm really not happy with this now. Oh man. Okay, we're just going to try and save this look because I am not happy. I really thought that that might have worked, but it didn't. So what I am going to do now is take this kind of like goldy shade, and I'm going to put this all over the kind of lid space that we've carved out, if that makes sense, and I'm going to try and sort out this situation going on here. Okay, so I've come to the conclusion that I can't use these eyeshadows wet. I don't know where I got that from. I must have been confusing it with another palette, but it is not working. So I'm going to go back in with the black, and I'm going to kind of try and cover up this mistake that I made with this glitter eyeshadow. I feel like if I put black over the top, then hopefully it will disguise the mess. Okay, that looks a little better. So I'm just going to blend out the top part of that black eyeshadow. So now I want to do quite a dramatic winged eyeliner. So I'm going to be taking this NABLA cereal liner and wish me luck. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit better about this look now. I feel like once I've got lashes on, it might kind of all come together. I'm hoping anyway. Actually, I haven't even done the other eye yet. So I don't think I've ever been so desperate to throw on a pair of eyelashes in my life, but I'm feeling that once I put the eyelashes on, it should hopefully all come together. For lashes, I'm going to be taking these ones that I picked up out of Primark. You guys know that I love Primark eyelashes, and these are by the So Sue brand, and this is in the style New York, so very, very dramatic, so they should suit this look well. Whoa! It's amazing what a pair of lashes can actually do. I am so much happier now. I have some lashes on. So now to finish up underneath the eye, I'm going to be dipping into this brown shade right here, and I'm going to smoke out the lower lash line. Okay, bit of black eyeliner. I'm also going to add a little bit of black underneath the waterline as well, just to kind of smoke it out. Now moving on to lips, I'm going to take MAC Strip Down. I mean, I definitely need a nude lip with this eye makeup. And then taking the shade Kim KW by Charlotte Tilbury. This is really nude. Okay, do we need gloss? Now picking up this High Shine lip gloss by Primark. This is from their like nude collection. I'm just going to add a little bit onto the centre. I mean, I am really actually quite shocked at how this makeup turns out. I really wasn't expecting it to kind of like look as good as it does, because as soon as I put that glitter liner over the top, I was like, oh no, I've done it again, I've ruined it, but I kind of salvaged it a little bit. I suppose when you throw it on the lashes and put like a fierce wing, it kind of disguises the fact that you mucked up basically. So note to self in the future, not to do that with eyeshadow, because yeah, it's not good. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video and it really inspired you to kind of dig deeper into your makeup collection and like pull out some old palettes that you haven't used for a while and kind of switch up your normal makeup routine a little bit and try something new. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up for me, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and I will see you all again on my next video. Bye!